A5. So also in your pack rolled up you'll find this sheet. It's called a soft landing. And we've wrapped it up. We've put some tissue paper in there, some elastic bands, some sandwich bags, and some string. So this lesson is based on something that's actually happening right now in the real world. So you might have seen on the news that a new Mars rover called Perseverance has just landed on Mars. And in the description box of this video, there's a clip of the Perseverance landing on Mars. So that's what this lesson is based on. So in your pack, you have a letter from the UK Space Agency, which is asking you to design a rover to land on Mars. So in your pack, so you've got that letter, so you need to read the letter. There's the activity sheet, which shows you that you need to design a lander. Now, I've given you some of the things that you might need to design a lander, but I'm thinking also you might have some things around the house that might help you. Maybe something like tin foil you might need. You might want to make a heat-proof part of the lander. There's other things, any sort of cardboard boxes that you can use, egg boxes, any of those things that you might do. So first thing you need to do is design your lander. So it might be a good idea, first of all, just on a pen, with a pen and a piece of paper, just to draw out what your lander is going to look like. Here I've got this is a plastic cake box, so I think I might use that for the base of mine. So then you need to decide whether you're going to use the string, whether you're going to use the sandwich bag, maybe as the canopy, or maybe you've got a carrier bag, or maybe you've got a piece of material, something like that. Think about what you're going to use. So first of all, you need to draw what you're going to do, and then you need to make it. And so once you have made your lander, then you're going to test your lander, because the whole point of the lander is that it has a soft landing. Now, the example here tells you to use an egg. Now, you may not have an egg, and that's fine. And also, I don't really want you to waste any good food. So I would suggest that if you don't have an egg, or you don't want to put an egg in there, just put in a little figure, put in a little character that you might have from Lego or something that you could put in as maybe your astronaut. So the second part then is actually testing out your lander. And there's a bit of a science experiment that you can do here. So you can time the drop. So when your lander, from when you release it to when it hits the floor. And then if you measure how far away that is from the floor, excuse me, you can work out the speed of your drop. And obviously you want your speed of your drop to be slow. So you could, if you really wanted to, maybe think of a few different designs, because you want it to land slowly and softly, obviously, so that the cargo inside, either an egg, human beings, the cameras in Perseverance, obviously all the equipment inside. There's no point sending that all the way to Mars for then the rover to just crash into Mars and all the equipment to break. And then there's just a picture there of a Mars lander. So that's your task. Design your lander first of all, using some of the equipment that we've given to you. Then make your lander. Then test it to see whether it does have a soft landing. Okay, so Miss Cormack has made her space lander. She's used one of the sandwich bags, some of the string, the box we've got there, and then she's used the tissue paper inside. I wonder, you could maybe potentially make the parachute out of tissue paper. I'm not sure. And then maybe some foil, I think maybe, because you want this to open, don't you? You want this to catch the air. So we're going to test it in a minute. I am not going to put an egg inside of it, because you know how I feel about eggs. So I am going to put this little cat puppet, but also I thought let's put something that could be fragile so I can test whether it has a soft landing. So I'm putting in the cat astronaut and a vegan-friendly jammy Dodger biscuit. So we're going to throw it out of the window and we're going to see if we have a soft landing. Okay, so I've just launched the cat astronaut and the jammy Dodger out of the windows. You've seen It was quite a hard landing. I think if I'm going to do this again, I think I need to work on something. I think to put some padding maybe around here, because I feel like it still hit the floor too hard. But let's see. The cat's in one piece. Yes. And the jammy dodger is in one piece and made it. I better just test it just to make sure. Yeah, jammy dodger is unaffected. So you need to do that 3 times and measure the time and measure the drop if you can. And then see, I think this is my first prototype, but I definitely think if I was to do this again, definitely needs more padding. I felt this worked quite well, this opened, but I wonder whether it needs more padding on the outside for a softer landing. So good luck. If you can make a video of yours, that'd be really great to see, or some photos would be lovely to see your Mars rover landers. Good luck.